Hello everyone, I'm Paul and this is problem 3043. Find the length of the longest common prefix. This is a medium problem that might become tricky if you don't know how to build and use a try, so let's start. This is a nice description, you can read it if you want. But basically we have to return the length of the longest common prefix among all pairs. We are given these two arrays. Here the longest common prefix is given by these two integers, and more specifically the longest common prefix is 100. The length of this longest common prefix is 3, so the result in this case is 3. The naive solution is the following. We can say that the result is initially 0 because we are looking for the longest common prefix. And now we can go through every possible pair in these two arrays. First we take the pair 1, 1000. Here the longest common prefix is 1 and the length of this longest common prefix is 1. Given that 1 is greater than 0, we can replace this with 1. Next we can try the pair 10, 1000. Here the longest common prefix is 10. The length of this is 2 and 2 is greater than 1, so the result now is 2. Finally we can take the pair 100, 1000. Here the longest common prefix is 100 and the length of this prefix is 3. Given that 3 is greater than 2, the result is 3. Now this works technically, but down here we have the constraints and we know that these two arrays can have lengths of up to 5 times 10 to the power of 4. And if we iterate every possible pair, this requires roughly big O of n squared. It's actually a bit more because we are transforming every integer into a string. And this number to the power of 2 is a very large number which we can't handle, so we have to think about something else. The key here is that we can use something called a try. So let's see how this works. This is the final try if we decide to add every number in array 1. So let's see how to build this. Let's say that we are trying to add this number into the try. We always start from the root, and for every node we have different amounts of children. We can have 0 or more. In this case we have 0. So we are trying to add this. First we check if we have this number as a child. Given that we don't, we add it. And that's it. Now we have successfully inserted this number. Now we can continue with this one. So we start from the root every time. And we are going character by character, or in this case digit by digit. We start from index 0, so first the I pointer is here. We start with 1. We are checking if from the root we have a child that's equal to 1. And we have it right here. So now we are standing at this node and we can move the I pointer one step to the right. Next we are here and the current digit is 0. So we are checking if from this node we have a child that's equal to 0. Given that we don't, we need to build a node with a value of 0. Now we have successfully inserted this value and we can continue with the final one. We start with the I pointer at the first digit. We start from the root in the try and we are checking if we have a 1 as a child. Given that we do, we can continue. Now the I pointer is here and we are checking if from this point we have 0 as a child. And we do have 0, so we continue. Now the I pointer is here and from here we don't have another 0 as a child, so we add it. And now that we have this, we can go through every value in array 2 and check what's the longest common prefix. So we can say that the result is initially 0 and here we only have one element. So we are doing something very similar. We go digit by digit, starting from index 0, and we will keep track of the current common prefix with a value which we'll call count. This is initially 0. And we always start from the root, so we are checking if from this node we have a child that's equal to 1. And we do have 1, so we can increase 1. Here the count is 1. And we can continue with the next index. Now we need a 0, and from this node we have 0 as a child, so we add 1 to the count. This is 2, and we move the I pointer. Now the I pointer is here, so from this node we are checking if we have 0 as a child, and we do have 0, so we add 1 to the count and move the I pointer. Finally the I pointer is here and we are standing at this node. Given that we don't have 0 as a child, we can break the loop now, and the maximum common prefix so far is 3. Given that we only have one value here, that's it. The result is the maximum between 0 and 3, which is 3. So we return this. And by doing this, we are solving the problem in roughly big O of m plus m. Why? Well, because first we need to add these values into the try. Remember that for each number, we are going through every digit one by one, and at the same time, we are iterating these nodes. So overall time complexity for inserting each value is roughly big O of 1 because the numbers are relatively small. So overall time complexity for inserting the values in array 1 is roughly big O of n. And then we have to go through the values in array 2 to check what's the longest common prefix. So this is overall time complexity, and overall space complexity is roughly big O of n, because remember that we start by adding these values into the try, so the space is given by this. In the worst case, we have no shared prefixes. For example, we can have 3, 5, 7, and so on. Every prefix is different, and in this case, overall space is big O of n. So, with this in mind, now let's go with the code. First, we need to build two classes for the try. We will call the first one try node. So here we need a constructor. In Python we use init, and this takes self and some value. We will say that this is an empty string by default. Now, here we will say that self.children is an empty map, and self.value is the value that we are giving here. Now we can build another class for the try. This requires another constructor, so here we use init again, and this takes self. Here we will say that self.root is equal to a new try node. Now we need two methods. We will call the first one insert. This takes self and some value. This is how we add numbers. And here we say that current is equal to self.root. And we can say for every character in the value, if we don't have the character in current.children, sorry, this is children, this means that we need to build the new node. So current.children at c is now equal to a new try node using c as the value. And every time we need to move to the next node. Remember the drawing, so we say that current is equal to current.children at c. And that's it for insert. Now we can move to the next method, which is max prefix. So this takes self and some value. Remember that we are using this for array 2. Here we do something very similar. Current is equal to self.root. We can say that count is equal to 0, and for every character in the value that we are given, if we don't have this character in current.children, we can break the loop right away and return count. Else, if we are here, we can say that current is equal to current.children at c, and we add 1 to the count. After all of this, we can just return count. Okay? And now with the try, we can say that n is the length of array 1, m is the length of array 2, the result is initially 0, and finally we want to return this result. Here in between, we can build an instance of the try, so we do this, and now we can first add the values from array 1 and then find the longest common prefix. So we say for every value in array 1, try.insert, and here we need to take the current value in string format, because remember that we have to go through every digit. So we transform the number into a string like this in Python, and now we can move to the next part, which is find the longest common prefix. We say for every value in array 2, the result is the maximum between what we already have in the result and try.maxPrefix, and here we take the value in string format. Okay, so this is the entire code. Let's submit this and see if it works. As you can see, this works and it's very efficient. This is relatively simple to explain, but might be slightly harder to code. So in case you didn't get the idea, I highly recommend you to watch this video again from the start. If you found this useful, please drop a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.